Today guys, we are making a video on a tutorial of creating a game. First, we must learn how to share your game in Geometry Dash. First, you press on this new button. You write any name you want. Now let's write test. Description is optional. You could make it with no description. Here, you could do whatever you want. And test the game until you die. And this is the song. And this is the song of the game. There you could build it with any object you want from those tabs in the screen and make custom objects. Press swipe to select and edit to select different objects, and then deswipe so you could move. With swipe, you cannot move your screen, but without swipe, you could. With rotate, it gives you this option, but I'd rather off, and I don't know what free move nor snap means. So let's go to the. So if you have those three objects. So those three objects, go to build, go there, and plus. This way, if you delete those three objects and place this one, now you will create an object for your own. So now you can place them without any problem. And press minus at the selected object that you're on. If you select this object and press minus, then the object will disappear from here. And you could always add more objects. Now let's talk. How do you share the level? So let's go and share. Okay. So one thing, you must create an account to share. So I'm going to write this in auto, share level. It'll give you this. You cannot share level until you have completed it. Complete the level in order to verify that you can be the level that could be verified as a start pose. Uninstalled levels do not need to be verified. Unlisted levels don't have to be verified. So what do? You press this button, or if you're in the build menu, you don't have to save and exit all the time. You could just save and play and it'll do the same thing. Once you complete it, you'll be able to share the level. But I don't want to share the level, and I want to delete it. So there, you could delete the level, like this. Now, you cannot find the level. And if you want to revive the level, you'll have to give it the same name, test, and boom, if you want it shared. This is the way where you could publish your game. But this isn't enough. How do you publish your game? You press on this button. You have build. Select on the object you want and place it on the place that you want. Edit. Edit consists of two things. So this is not selected, but I don't want this to be selected, and I don't want to press deselect like this, or I accidentally press deselect, and I have to to go again. Clicking on it in build would normally do nothing. In edit, it will edit it. And in swipe, it edits two objects. Now, and also, you could copy paste. If you don't want to randomly copy and paste, you just press one button and make those two move. So look. So in build and delete, and delete deletes those two. Okay, so what does swipe do with build? It does this. Now you could place freely, but I can't. But I want to delete all of those. Works the same with delete. Perfect. Easy. And if you don't want this power, then just unequip swipe and you're back to normal. Triggers. Every single trigger does something. We're not talking about the triggers because I don't know all of those triggers, but I do know the move trigger. But what do you do? First, you need an object. Place this object and press on Edit Group. Press on Next Free and Add. This will bring you this number right here, which is the ID of your object. You can do this with multiple objects. But I'm doing it with one. Next free, so imagine we have already one. Next free will do two. But you could just choose the ID you want by going there or typing what you want. And you could only type numbers, just so you know. So let's add this one. Click on it to remove and add again as much as you want. And now the move trigger. See that 0? Press not on in a group, nope, on edit object. Target group ID. So in the object, we want that object to be the one that we edited group on. And we added 1, so we'll do 1. We want to move Y, 10. 10 is one block. And touch trigger, which means you'll have to touch it. And multi-trigger, which means touching the trigger multiple times, will affect. But touch trigger once will affect it once, no matter how much times you touch it. If you're not going to do the touch trigger, the moment you touch your move trigger, it does all the move triggers that aren't touch. So we gotta do that touch. So now the object is gonna move. But you see that, but there's something else. If it's moving too slow or too fast, press on Edit Object, and you probably saw this move time. I want it to move faster. You cannot do 0.1. The least is 0.10, 0.10, so it moves super fast. Now we did a move trigger way to basically complete the level. This can trick the player into jumping while not having to jump. And if you want to rig the entire thing, rig it. I don't care. Now we've learned about triggers and objects. And every single object does something. And now we'll learn a project with what we have learned. And then learn specifically on this topic. And this is enough videos about the tutorial building for today. And see you guys in the next one.